All right, what's happening? It's Justin Love. Look, every day I get kind of bored at work, right? But not every day does a celebrity come into the building. And sometimes I get, okay celebrities, and it's cool, yeah, thanks for stopping by, maybe give you a mint or whatever. But not every day does a beautiful new celebrity that's going to take over the music scene stop by. But she did now.
Yes.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm great. How are you?
Now, not everybody knows you, so please tell everybody who you are.
Hello, I'm Kayla Brianna.
See, she's just like, hi, I'm Kayla Brianna. That's all you know. Kayla Brianna, you are probably, I've been doing this thing for probably about 12 years. Mm-hmm. And you're single, and your look is something very unique, very different. And I like how the commercial side of you and yet the artistic side of you both blend in your music and in your video, your presentation.
Yeah.
Kind of break down for me who you are, where you came from, and where we're going in the future.
Yes, well, I'm Kayla Brianna.
Uh-huh.
I have a single out now with Rich Homie Quan called Do You Remember? And I'm really glad that you were able to see that come across, because that was the goal, Everything I wanted to make sure is 100% authentic, 100% me, and just able to portray that to an audience and people get it. That means I'm doing the right thing.
Absolutely. Who inspired you to mesh those two worlds together, if you will?
It's kind of like myself and just my team. I see where I want to go, and I want to make sure everything I'm doing is still 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm going to look back and be like, okay, I'm glad I did that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that matches my brand of who I am, not only as an artist, but as a brand, because it's more than just the music for me. So
how do you stay a brand and stay yourself, but yet not be trendy? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we want longevity, as opposed to you just having one joint and you're out and like, oh, who's that one chick that had the hat and she came by and took my mints? I don't remember her name. She had Rich Homie and had Auntie, I mean, how do you do that?
I think you just have to have a good mix of both and know how to say no, how to say yes, and how to remain true to yourself. I think just following your gut is a big thing. Yeah, following your instincts.
Tell me how the record came about with Rich Homie.
Yeah, so I had the song Do You Remember already done, and at the time I was working with Rich Gang and Birdman and all of them, and he was listening.
How'd you meet them?
I was in Atlanta working at the studio, and in Atlanta, everyone, you could be in one studio and in the next studio Meek Mill's in there, or Birdman's in there, or Rich Homie Quan's in there, or Young Thug is in there. So basically it was one of those nights, and they were listening to my music, and he was like, all your tracks are whack. You sound really great, but your tracks are whack.
Really?
Yeah. And he was like, let me link you with my producers. I'm going to have them redo the songs. And I was
wow.
Like, okay. So that's how we came about with my first, song I put out called Honest. And then now I Do You Remember? And a few months later, he emailed me back the song, and Rich Homie Quan was on it. So I hadn't even met him.
So you didn't even know Rich Homie was on the...
No.
Is that right? Wow, okay. Now, Honest, is that the song with Meek?
No, that was called I Got That. But Honest is a song I have out, and Bird is actually in the video.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wow,
it's a nice little vibe.
Yeah, so your thoughts on working with Birdman?
For me, it was just all about the music, and this was before all of that stuff was going on with it. Literally after I put out the video, it was Lil Wayne versus Birdman, Tyga, and wants his money. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But hey, he helped me out, so.
Okay. Because a lot of people call Birdman, kind of the Suge Knight of this era. You know what I mean? But I guess that wasn't your take of him then.
No, because when I was working with him, what I saw wasn't that, and a lot of times I was going through his rep, or I was going through Slim a lot. It wasn't really him. Okay. So, but I knew at the end of the day, it was his intent. It wouldn't have gone down if he didn't want it to. If he didn't want to help out.
He had the last call per se.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Tell me about the tour you're on right now.
Yeah, so I'm on a radio tour. Getting no sleep.
Yeah.
Sleeping
That's
in
the
car.
life.
Eating junk food. Stopping through a lot of major cities. Atlanta, here.
Yeah.
Chattanooga, Macon, Pittsburgh and just grinding and showing love to everyone who's supporting the record.
Oh, so you're actually from LA.
Yeah.
So you've been in the car going across the country?
No, not from LA.
Okay.
I flew to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta we were going there.
I was about to say.
And then we flew to somewhere around here.
Somewhere.
I forget.
Somewhere. I know it's all a blur, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Cleveland. So okay, then let's talk about Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland, you know, they have LeBron.
Yes.
They got the Cavs. You kind of have a special inroad with the NBA, which is what?
My father is Kenny Smith. He used to play in the NBA.
Kenny the Jet.
Yeah.
Kenny the Jet, a.k.a. at the Jet on TNT.
Yes, you better know that Twitter handle.
Man. Tell me something about Kenny the Jet Smith that we don't know.
He might be Kenny the Jet Smith to everyone else, but in the house, he's just dad.
Yeah.
And no one sees him as that, I guess. You know, he's just dad.
He's just dad to you.
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 5, so it's a lot of us.
What was your favorite part growing up as his daughter?
I think being able to see him on TV was really cool, and I never realized like what it was until like people at school were like, "Oh, like I saw your dad on TV," or I watched him on TV, and when I actually started watching the show, like they're really funny.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool knowing like that he created or is a part of a really cool show.
So let me ask you this. You know, Kenny and Chuck have been on that show for a long time.
Yeah.
Do they really get along like that, or is it kind of just for the show?
No, they really
are they really
always
homies?
like that. Yes.
Yeah.
And like they have the green room in the back where they all sit and watch TV. There's like 12 TVs.
Yeah.
And they're still going back and forth. They sit right next to each other and do the same thing.
So what we see on TV is really what happens.
Oh my, yes. Yes.
Yes. Have you met?
And then Shaq is behind them in the next, this all day.
Have you met Chuck?
Oh yeah.
Is Chuck like? Is he close to you? Is he cool with you? I mean,
I guess he's like an uncle.
He's like an uncle.
When
Chuck?
I'm there, when I see him, it's like he's like an uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's one thing we don't know about Chuck?
He is super OCD.
Really?
So clean.
Charles Barkley is OCD.
He has a Lysol thing.
What?
Yes, and he every I don't know, 30 minutes he'll wipe down the thing, and everything has to be like that.
Really?
So OCD.
Wow, I never would have thought that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And when he vacuums, he has to have the lines.
When he vacuums his rug?
Yeah, like at home.
Yeah.
He was telling us, he's like, I need to see the lines.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's okay. That's strange. Now let's talk more about your family. Mm-hmm. You told me you have a mystery celebrity grandpa. Is that right?
I don't want to say it's a mystery, but my grandfather is in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and he wrote some amazing songs like Natural Woman, Saving All My Love for You.
Really?
Locomotion.
Yeah.
And so just being around that, and my grandmother who sang for Ray Charles background, it's just like people don't know that music side history.
Yeah.
You know, they do know like my dad and stuff, but on my mom's side, I really do have a lineage. Yeah. I do have a lineage of, a lot of musical history. So.
Wow, that's crazy. So on dad's side, they're ballers. On mom's side, they're singers.
Yeah.
So you're.
Except Aunt Faye doesn't ball.
Okay. Oh, now it's all right.
She kept backing up. I didn't mention you.
We knew it was gonna come into play eventually.
Yeah.
So you were guaranteed to either be a singer or play in the WNBA, one of the two, right?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Wow. What can we expect from Kayla Brianna in the future? In the near future,
yes,
I'll put it that way.
Very near future. I'm gonna put out another song. Definitely releasing the EP after that. I feel like I'll have a strong fan base, really strong fan base to put it out. And acting, I have a clothing line with my sister.
Really?
K and Femme.
K and Femme.
K for Kayla.
Yeah.
M for Monique, her name, and then FEM like feminine.
Okay.
K and Femme. There's actually stuff up on the website now, and yeah.
What's the website?
kmfem.com.
Ta-da! It's that easy. Yeah. If we want to get you social media platforms, Twitter, IG, Snapchat, all that, how we do that? My
Twitter is at Kayla Brianna X, Instagram at Kayla Cakes, Kayla Kakes, and everything else is just Kayla Brianna.
Kayla Cakes.
Yes.
Where
oh my
Kayla Cakes
gosh.
came from.
Because, okay.
Can't just say that and, oh, Kayla Cakes. You know. No, yeah, we got to know.
Yeah, okay, so back, when everyone had a sidekick and like AIM.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that was my screen name. Like, I never thought anything of it. I was like, oh, like baby cakes, like Kayla Cakes. I was like 11, and I just have kept it. And then now everybody's like, oh, like cakes, like you think you got cakes?
Oh, right.
Like, no, I just kept Kayla Cakes. And then I can't change it because like once you're verified, they're like, if you change your name, like your blue check. Like, you won't have it anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm just have to keep it and tell this story every single time.
So you're basically the Duncan Hines diva. Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. You can do that. Right here, Duncan Hines diva. You got that promo right here. Yeah, love it. Okay. Well, Kayla Brianna, actually, before we go, first of all, I love your orange shoes. I forgot to mention, she has these orange. Can you get these orange shoes? Look at these. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Peach shoes?
Yeah. I feel like the little Mario Kart.
Let me try and rock my Mario Kart shoes.
Yeah.
That ain't working. So I do something called the love list, and I want. Give me the top 5 divas of all time.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, go.
Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Tina Turner, Beyonce, and let's throw in Rihanna.
All right, since it's that easy, give me 3 more.
Kayla Brianna.
Duh. And you can go outside of the spectrum if you want.
What do you mean outside?
Like you can go outside of like R&B and soul.
Oh, okay. Oh, Madonna. And last but not least,
of course,
RuPaul.
Oh,
because I just saw him like a month ago at Good Day New York.
Really?
And he was such a diva.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's a bigger diva, RuPaul or Charles Barkley?
Oh my God, that's a close one.
It's a close tie,
I don't
really?
know. Yeah, we walked in and RuPaul was like, let's turn off all the lights.
What?
And I was like, okay. And then he turned off all the lights. But it was cool to meet him though. He's cool.
Wow. Did he work?
He was doing an interview for Good Day New York, so.
Oh, that's so funny. Now, real quick, you said you were acting too. What's the acting that you have coming up?
Yeah, well, I met with Tyler Perry's camp last week. I've had meetings with Lee Daniels. So just a lot of like things are about to like take off. I feel like it's like just making sure I find the right role for me. You know? Yeah. And of course, you said before we go, I'm just remembering you mentioned what your grandfather did, but you didn't. What's his name? His name's Gerry Goffin. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, and he was married to Carole King.